Hello and welcome back to the M2 podcast. I'm your host, Michael Lanty. My co-host right here is Mr. JK Heath, the Kyle, the Heath. How's it going, bro? This is the show where we cover basically gaming and related news of the last week. Unfortunately, we didn't have a last week, so now we're covering the last 2 weeks. We're going to talk a little bit about Subnautica. There's some lawsuits going on right now. Subnautica 2, of course, Krafton, a little bit involved. There was an anti-cheat for the Battlefield 6, what was called open beta over the last weekend that banned 330,000 cheat attempts, which is pretty sick. Call of Duty and Battlefield 6 actually require a secure boot and also 8bitdo. Do. Dude, every single time. I always say 8bitdo, do, whatever. I love them. I have a couple of their controllers. They're really good. They've always had a wired controller for the Xbox, but finally they've come out with a wireless Xbox controller that we're going to talk about. But before we do, Kyle, how you been the last 2 weeks? I'm loving the shirt, by the way. It looks really sick.
Thanks, man.
Does it have any special logos or anything on it?
No,
Maybe
dude,
that
I
Carolina
bought it.
Panther?
I think I bought it at the
Imagine.
Gap.
Oh, it's sick.
Something like that. It was years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick, dude. I like that kind of design.
Yeah, it is. It is that kind of. It's close to a panther blue. I don't know. I like to get like
Yeah,
a panther. I'd love to have like a panther dress shirt or a button down like panther shirt that's like flowy, and I'd love to have that.
Oh, come on.
It's hard
Come
to
on to
find.
Charlotte. It's going to cost like $3,000 from this team shop, but I mean, it could be a bop.
I'll be there week 3, baby. Week 3.
All right, let's go. I'll see you then.
But yeah, no, it's yeah. But what I've done this week, honestly, most of what I played this week was Counter-Strike. Still on that grind.
Oh,
you know? I don't know, man,
yeah.
dude. I was just playing. I've been playing competitive, just
Very
having
nice.
fun. So, and try to get better. I don't know how long I'm gonna be like consistent with it. I typically like it's like more than a month, and I just kind of fall off. So we'll see if I end up staying with it.
That's fair enough.
But
yeah,
I mean, I've been enjoying it, so it's been a lot of fun. So I don't know, probably be continuing to play. But yeah, I mean, during the week this week, haven't really had much time to game, to be honest, dude. Got it work and everything. Work's kind of crazy this week, not gonna lie. It's been wild, so just been kind of doing that during the week. But yeah, any spare time I've had, it's just been the CS. And I am aware that the new Mafia came out. I've seen a lot of like 7s and kind of like mixed reviews, so I don't know. It's one of those things I'll either wait to a discount or, if I'm like extremely bored within the next couple months, I'll probably like end up getting it. But I don't know, I'm just kind of holding out right now. And then like, I don't know, CS kind of consumed me for a little bit. So I'll wait until this wave goes away. Then I might think about picking it up. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be like crazy like reviews or anything, or like it's a must play or anything like that. So just waiting on it, I guess. But I do eventually intend to get to it because, Mafia games are my thing for sure. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I feel like a 7 rating isn't that bad.
Yeah.
I think it's just enough that's like, okay, maybe I'll check this out if I like the franchise. That kind of deal.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
anything less than 7, in my opinion, I'm like, meh. I need a reason. Is it on sale?
Yeah.
Is it free to play? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'll probably wait for something like that. But I mean, it's good to know it didn't completely bomb. So happy about that. At least.
Yeah, for sure.
It seems like it's doing okay. So yeah, that's definitely a list at some point. But I ain't got nothing else to report, dude. Nothing else on my side. I gotta know, Mike. You were traveling last week. I don't know how much gaming you actually got in.
Not a whole lot, dude. Honestly, I mean, the most of my gaming has been puzzle solver on LinkedIn. Have you been on LinkedIn lately?
No.
Dude, they have like 3 or 4 different games that are like just puzzles. They're fun to do. And my whole thing is like I'm just trying to cook the other people as quickly as possible, so like solve them and just beat the average every time. It's so much fun. No, but in terms of gaming, yeah, like last week I was out of town for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so we didn't get any recording done. When I was back, I pretty much just kind of chilled. Made a couple of trips. I've been trying to do. It's interesting. So like, work is doing a step challenge, and maybe yours does that too, where you keep track of like steps, and then whoever has the most in whatever division wins like a $20 gift card or something stupid. My whole thing was I was just like, I kind of like competition, and I need to walk more. So obviously, I moved to this new place the last like 3 months ago. So I was like, you know what? Let's like kind of go explore. So I've been walking all over the place, and it's been kind of interesting because it's like I'm finding sections of the neighborhood I didn't even know exist. It's like I've lived in Charlotte for a very long time, so I'm like, oh, this is cool, man. Um, yeah, so that's about the most gaming I've done. There's been the occasional picking up like Master Chief Collection. I've been playing some like Halo 1, 2, and 3. Uh occasionally 4, not too much. It's mostly just like I put on social, I do precision and a bunch of different games all at the same time and just hope games start happening. Playing more of Cartographer again. I seem to come back to that mostly just to play with friends. But the big one, I've been playing Mecha Break still, and I've been doing the same thing as you, man. Just randomly popping into Counter Strike. The
Nice.
last, yeah, the last like 2 or 3 days of this week, I've tried to recalibrate my whole computer setup, like just clearing out all the garbage, get more storage space, updating stuff that I haven't updated in a long time. I think I told you my I think my I think my GPU is becoming a little bit chocked. It can't do all 3 monitors anymore. It can only do 2 at a time. And more than likely, it's because of the different refresh rates and inputs. Like this one right here that I always look at is my old monitor Acer from 2010, and it's like literally an HDMI adapter to a DVI.
Oh my
It
god.
is, yeah, it is not a good idea to do that. And the other two are like display ports. So my GPU is like, what am I doing? He's like, imagine speaking like Chinese and English at the same exact time. It's like trying to keep it straight. I'm just assuming it's getting cooked because of that. I have heard
Mm.
there's like a whole bunch of sales going on right now. In terms of if you can find like a decent deal for really expensive monitors, and then look for them in open box, you can get a sick deal. One of my buddies sent me a clip of this. I think it was like an ultra wide LG, really big, like 35-inch, so it's huge, right? And it was I think what he said is it was a $1,200 monitor on a discount for 750, but it was an open box, so he's buying it for 400. So he's getting a $1,200 monitor for 400 bucks, which is nutty.
Yeah,
Um,
that's nuts.
yeah, so there's opportunity out there if you I don't know. Some people are trying to keep the cash tight right now, but if you need a decent upgrade like I do with the GPU, keep looking out for it because it might be out there.
Yeah, you're not lying, man. Always something around the
Mhm.
corner, so I would definitely
Hell yeah,
recommend
dude.
people to just keep an eye out. Always.
Heck yeah. Yeah, towards the end of this episode when we start getting into the controllers, same guy sent me a link to somebody who makes custom controllers, like DS4 controllers,
Okay.
Xbox Series X controllers, creates his own motherboard and installs his own back buttons. You can have up to 6 if you wanted. Now, there's Hall effect joysticks in there too, so the man's doing proper,
Oh wow,
soldering and
that's
programming.
intense.
Yeah, I won't tell you the price, but I mean, if you want all the features, dude, like, holy
Yeah,
crap.
totally custom. I can't
It's
imagine.
it costs a monitor, basically.
Hey, yeah, yeah, I'd believe it. That's sounds nuts though. I'd be curious to see what
Yeah,
how those turn out.
yeah. I think it's the future when it comes to, game pads because professional esports, fighters, they all buy or build their own boards, and then they take them to tournaments.
Oh wow, I didn't even know
So,
that. It's
oh
pretty
yeah,
crazy.
a lot of them do. I mean, most of the Smash community all uses custom-made, GameCube controllers, basically.
Okay. I mean, that would make sense. I think from like an Xbox perspective, if you could like use any part of like the actual proprietary hardware and like just enhance it, it's probably just like a perfect marriage of custom and
Oh, yeah.
proprietary, and so it works the best, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think so too. And, but the weird thing is it basically costs more than the Elite controller,
Yeah.
and at that point, it's like, "Why don't you just get the Elite controller?" "Oh, because the joysticks break in no time flat." It's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, dude,
You don't need a better
I've never been
controller."
a fan of the joysticks on that thing, man. And it's not so much
No.
like even they break easy, which I'm sure they do, but like just the feel of them. Like I don't know, I like the default controller joysticks a lot more for some reason. I think they're more stiff to me. So there's just something about
Interesting, yeah.
that I don't know, I just really like that. I don't know, like I think you
Yeah.
can adjust like the tension on them or something. I've never really tried that, so maybe that's
Uh, yeah, I think some of them you can, some of them you can't. I don't know the full story, but yeah, I'm looking forward to us talking about the 8bitdo wireless controller because for the longest time, Xbox has that proprietary software and connectivity for wireless controllers. So the fact that you finally have that opportunity to use one of those controllers would be very nice. I really hope it works with not just the Xbox, but also your PC and Switch. If it can do all three, bro, GG's. Like that's all I need
Clean sweep. 4-0.
easily. Yeah, 100%.
Love it.
All right, man. How about we jump into the start of the article?
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
get it.
We should talk about Krafton. We have an update, another perspective, another point of view to talk about here. So we're gonna do just that. This is coming from Rebecca Valentine over at IGN. She wrote, Krafton responds to Ex-Subnautica 2 leads lawsuit, saying they resorted to litigation to demand a payday they haven't earned. If anyone remembers kind of the past articles and how they were fighting and saying that they had like earned it and they felt like they deserved it. I think a lot of the community probably, didn't know the whole story, but it's like, as developers, I'm sure the developers probably empathized and said, yeah, they probably put a lot of work in. So the whole thing, but apparently there's more to it. So let's get into this. Krafton has issued a response to a current lawsuit filed by the former leads of Subnautica 2, offering rebuttals to developers' claims and alleging they resorted to litigation to demand a multi-million-dollar payout they haven't earned. This comes in reply to a legal complaint filed by former Unknown World CEO Ted Gill and fellow co-founders Charlie Cleveland and Max McGuire last month. In it, the former leads alleged that Krafton went out of its way to hinder Subnautica 2's development, delay the game, and ultimately fire them from their roles, all in an effort to stop them and other employees from collecting a $250 million bonus payout that would have kicked in if the game's early access released on time later this year and reached certain sales milestones. In its response, Krafton says the game was planned for Q1 2024 release. However, Cleveland and McGuire abandoned their roles as studio-wide game director and technical director to focus on their personal passion projects and quit making games for Unknown Worlds entirely. And Gill, who remained focused on leveraging his operational control to maximize the earn-out payment rather than developing a successful game. Pew, pew, shots fired. Pew, pew, pew. Bullets fleeing. Crazy. Krafton goes on to allege that by 2023, Unknown Worlds developers' development director had commented on the founders being checked out, and that Cleveland in particular had stated publicly he had abandoned video games to pursue filmmaking. The release date of Subnautica slipped to 2024 and then 2025. An internal assessment of the first playable in March of 2024 made clear that the team had failed to deliver on their promise of developing significantly new content. But rather than roll up their sleeves and make the game they had promised, the key employees blamed owners and overhauled the team. Krafton always says that the leads continued reducing the scope of the game over time. The response says that by spring of 2025, Krafton was trying to stop them from releasing the game, saying it was not ready. However, Krafton alleges the leads tried to release it anyway in order to get their maximum earnout. Krafton, fearing how an unbaked EA Subnautica 2 would be received by both existing fans and broader market, urged Cleveland and McGuire to return to their posts to generate a market-ready product that would not disappoint fans. Cleveland and McGuire declined. In response to Krafton's request for the key employees to return and lead the development of Subnautica 2, Gill stated that, quote, there's no coming back to a job they didn't have. Krafton further alleges the lead said they would self-publish the game without Krafton and that they downloaded massive amounts of confidential information from Unknown Worlds. It says, key employees' insistence on releasing the game immediately was singularly driven by self-interest in obtaining an earnout. At every turn during development, the key employees were laser-focused on avoiding a timeline that doesn't tank the earnout opportunity and scheduling the release to maximize their payments. Conversations throughout the post-acquisition period make clear the key employees' sick focus was on their payday and not on the game. As early as 2022, an employee who was due to receive a portion of the earnout stated that despite the significant delays in the game, he was confident Ted Gill would concoct a scheme to get us that earnout. Emphasis Krafton's. Oh. Crazy, man. This is a lot of a lot of alleging and a lot
Oh,
here
there's a
that
whole bunch
whole
of
other
like,
side to the story if
yeah,
it's true.
a whole bunch of he said, she said kind of thing. I mean, it
Yeah,
makes
at this
sense
point.
because that's a buttload of money up
I mean,
on
it is a lot
the.
of money, right? So,
That's a
so
lot.
like, I mean, yeah, I'm obviously not saying it's true, but like, I mean, I could see how someone with malicious intent at this point is just like, I just want that money, man. The response goes on to issue answers to every claim in the founder's lawsuit, paragraph by paragraph. Krafton asked the court to rule in its favor, deny the founder's claims of relief, and award Krafton costs, including attorney fees. The saga began in July when Krafton seemingly out of the blue announced it would replace Unknown Worlds leads with former Striking Distance CEO Steve Papotsis. Say that? Sorry, Steve. In the weeks that followed, reports emerged surrounding a $250 million bonus promised to staff amid questions as to whether the payout would be honored. While the Subnautica leads claimed in various statements and in their lawsuit that Krafton had tried to delay Subnautica 2 and ultimately fired them to avoid paying this bonus, Krafton accused them of
Jeez.
neglecting their duties, saying Subnautica 2 was not ready to launch. The final claim remains up in the air, with leaked documents since verified by Krafton confirming that Unknown Worlds was receiving feedback from the publisher that the game was not ready for early access launch. However, a report from Bloomberg suggests that this may not have been wholly true.
Jeez.
A lot to this. It's like I read that, I'm like, whoa, this is crazy, man. The whole now Krafton's like, listen, we ain't lying. Like this is the facts, and they're trying to do it, man.
I don't think I trust Krafton at all, to be honest. It's like,
Yeah,
do you trust Krafton, who is all about the business, right? Or do you trust the devs that are trying to make a game they care about?
yeah, it's true,
Because
man.
do we really want to think that the devs of Subnautica don't care about the sequel?
It's a
You know,
hard thing to believe, right?
it
Like,
is, right? Because they were so passionate about the first one. I mean, granted, it's a different time, different year, probably different people there, right? It's just kind of wild. It is a whole lot of like he said, she said in the media right now. I think we're gonna have to wait and see what comes out of the court filings and court records of what's true and not true.
yeah,
Um, I don't know. I feel like this could come back and bite Crafton pretty hard if anybody like continues paying attention. Maybe they're just saying what they want to say because the media like switches so quickly. Um, because they're trying to make themselves look really good.
yeah,
Obviously, being sued, they're trying to flip it.
yeah. They're definitely trying. Um, yeah. I mean, at this point, it's like, yeah. I hope at some point we see some court documents or something, or like some sort of verdict, because it's like makes you wonder. Because like if Krafton wins, it's like, okay, did they actually bring in a jury and they actually did confirm the claims that they're making of just like, yeah, these people just didn't care. It's like, it'd be kind of wild. Um, so yeah, I mean, this is there's definitely a third side of this that we're not seeing. So it just has me more curious now that Crafton's responded, but like, yeah, this is all fake, dog. I don't know what they're on about. You know, we tried to stop them and all this, and they just didn't care. It's crazy
Yeah,
claims, man. Crazy claims.
wild toxic claims.
Yeah.
This is like a really messy breakup.
Seriously. That's what it's turning into. Are we ever gonna get Subnautica 2, man? I don't think we're gonna get this game now, man. Like,
Yeah,
oh, that's crazy.
yeah. It's dark times. Really dark times.
Somber. Somber, man.
It's somber for them. It's just like it's all about the money in the end of the day, I guess.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's underwater, as
Is
the
Cra-
subtitle says, dude.
yeah, that's what I was about to say, dude. Just real quick, is Krafton an American brand, American publisher? I think it is, right?
I'm trying to remember. I feel like it was like a. I don't know why my head goes to like
Oh my
Asia or
gosh.
something.
No,
Like,
you're right.
is it
It's
Asia?
South Korean. Yeah, South
Yeah.
Korean. That's my bad. Yeah. Because of Battlefield Underground. Well, Player Unknown's Battle Underground. Dude,
Pub
what the
Jizzle.
heck? Dark times. What you?
I know that sounded bad. I'm gonna say Pub Jizzle. That probably sounds better.
Oh, pause.
Pause. Pub
Oh, jeez.
Player Unknowns Battlegrounds. Let's say the whole name.
I kind of want to play that
Tell
game.
myself, oh
But
no,
yeah.
dude, I'm sorry. Never catch me on that game ever again. Just saying. Maybe
Fun
like 10 years
times.
from now, I'll try to catch a vibe. Maybe I'll play it. Nah, not anytime soon. I don't know,
With your
dude.
720p monitor in your retirement home.
Yeah, dude. No, dude, it's gonna
Oh,
be
jeez.
720K at that point, dude. What do you mean? What do you
It might just be. It might just be. Yeah, I mean, who knows? They got to figure out. They got to optimize their games if they want to get that kind of power out of it.
mean?
All right, should we keep going talking about optimization? Yeah.
Yeah, we should. Should.
All right. So speaking of optimization, we've talked a bunch about basically anti-cheat, and I have a whole thing about what I think should happen with like AI anti-cheat. But this is kind of a cool story to talk about. Darksideofgaming.com, DSOgaming.com. It is John Papa. This is so Greek. Papadopoulos.
Wheels. But yeah, I don't
Yeah. If I got that right, it's because I worked for some Greeks for like 5 years. I
know.
definitely didn't get it right though. So EA, Electronic Arts, Javelin, sorry, Javelin is a player who's cheated in Halo. Javelin, EA's Javelin, has blocked 330,000 cheat attempts in Battlefield 6 in just 2 days. So, for those of you that didn't know, real quick, early open beta was just this past weekend, and Javelin is the name of the anti cheat that EA has. Let's talk about it. So, EA has shared some new details about the first 2 days of early access for the open beta phase of Battlefield 6. According to the team, it's Javelin,
This guy's
it's Javelin. Javelin.
Javelin.
Javelin. All right. Its Javelin anti cheat system has already prevented 330,000 attempts to cheat in just 2 days. EA claimed that users have reported 44,000 instances of potential cheaters during day one and another 60,000 so far today. The team is also using these with our own gameplay integrity team to add and improve our detections for Battlefield 6. Ooh. So EA's Spear anti-cheat team, SPEAR. I'm sure that it's like abbreviated for something that's not listed on this article. But so EA's Spear anti-cheat team has also gone into more detail about secure boot state. Interesting. So we're going to talk about this a little bit further in the next article, by the way. As AC said, Secure Boot was not meant to be a silver bullet. This feature alone will not prevent cheating. Instead, it can help the team figure out whether someone is cheating. It will also make it harder for cheat devs to create cheat programs. On Secure Boot, this is a quote by the way. On Secure Boot, I want to be clear that the Secure Boot is not and was not intended to be a silver bullet. Secure Boot is how you're helping us build up our arsenal. It's another barrier that helps us make it harder for cheat developers to create cheat programs and make it easier for us to detect it when they do. Now, as it's already been reported from this article, DSOG, um, they reported there are already some cheaters in Battlefield 6. However, things are more complicated than you may think. The cheats are not any traditional cheats. They're not cheats that you can download and run on your PC. Instead, cheaters are using other methods to bypass the kernel anti cheat systems. Without going into a lot of technical stuff, the cheats to bypass the kernel based anti cheat systems work like this. They use special hardware that plugs into your PC's motherboard to read from memory. Then the cheat software runs on another piece of hardware. By doing this, the cheat software no longer runs on the PC that has secure boot and for which Javelin is running. In other words, the cheat code is not running on the gaming PC. As such, it can bypass the anti cheat systems. To put it simply, your average teenager will not be able to use them. I'm not saying that there aren't cheaters. We know there are. We've seen the clips. However, there might not be as many as you initially thought. I don't know how the devs will be able to detect and prevent these special cheats or hacks. Still, this is something they will have to figure out. EA will open the beta to everyone later today as someone. Okay, so this is the 9th, by the way, August 9th. As such, everyone will be able to try it out. As reported, the game already runs great on PC. It does not have ray tracing. You will notice that the ray tracing would greatly enhance it, and is still a fast paced multiplayer title. The balanced ratio between its visuals and performance is pretty solid as well. Let's just hope that EA has increased the server capacity when the early access phase launched. There were long server queues, a lot of players. Had to wait over 40 minutes in order to get into the game.
Oh,
Things got better on day 2, so here's to hoping things will go smoother another day. From what I understand, it was a total success. I missed out on the beta. I didn't know that you had to run a secure boot, so that's freaking annoying.
that's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, I downloaded the whole thing, got the I got the whole thing set up. I'll be able to play this weekend. I can get my 2 thoughts. But yeah, to kind of like tie in to 2 things, right? I just want to have one of these like quick discussions. The plugging into the motherboard to get past the kernel level anti cheat, that's basically stuff like Cronus devices,
I was gonna say
Cronus
that's
Zen.
what came to mind.
Yeah, it's basically an adapter that you run your controller into, and it was originally used for like console players. If they want to use a mouse and keyboard, they would run it through this program, not this program, this piece of hardware, and then you just repath all the inputs to work on mouse and keyboard for the console. It worked a lot for people that just prefer mouse and keyboard and they're trash on the controller. Some people don't have the fingers for it, you know what I mean? Like getting cramps. The problem is people learned that the chip within these devices could be programmable. And that's essentially what they're talking about here. You can run like a controller through that device and then plug that device into your computer, aka like your motherboard, and then you run the cheats that way. Like you can get aim assist, you can reduce recoil. There's a whole bunch of things you can actually do. Um, One of the things I'm really looking forward to is when we get the AI anti cheat, where it's going to be able to detect your precision. Like if you're always on the same pixel, the same coordinates on somebody's character model every single time, because it's all computational, right? They're going to be able to find that out like instantaneously. And there's other things too, is like they'll be able to profile you based on your inputs and the way you act, behave. So anti-cheat's going to get to the point where they're going to use AI to not only detect when you're cheating or if people are cheating, but also detect if you're on a smurf. So smurfing will no longer work either, because they can literally just profile you and be like, oh, this person behaves and does the same exact thing as this other user account. They're probably the same person. And then they'll just keep matching it up until it's accurate.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
cheating
mean,
will go away, in my opinion. But yeah, for now, it's not a good time.
yeah, AI could go pretty crazy. I think in that department. Um,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, dude, it's crazy. I mean, because I know for the longest time my head wouldn't go to hardware whenever you hear someone was cheating in a video game. It's always like, oh, what program are they installing? But yeah, no,
Mine was always hardware now.
But yeah, I mean, if you're playing something like Valorant, you got that Vanguard anti cheat, and then you just got a device you plug into your PC, and all of a sudden you're snapping heads. It's crazy. It's
Dude,
wild,
yeah,
man.
there's 2 things, dude. This is the type of trash that's going on. You can now get monitors that are cheating as well. Here's the problem,
Yeah.
like, people because you can just go out and buy things, people assume now, like, they, like, bend the line or they, like, sway the line of what's cheating and what's not, right? There's so many people that have a Cronus. They're just like, "Oh, I'm just calibrating my dead zones. I'm just trying to figure that out. Oh, DS4 Windows, like, I just set in these different things to make it so my controller is better." It's like, "Bro, you just reduced all recoil. Like, you're cheating. There's no skill in this."
Man.
Like, what are you talking about? You're tracing them perfectly because you made it so your aim assist helps.
There's no gray area, buddy. Like
Yeah, but
cheating
that's
yourself.
the problem is like if everybody's doing it, they'll do everything they can to justify it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when people were like the Tour de France and everybody was like using steroids.
Yeah.
They're like, if you're not using steroids, then you don't want to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
Like
like,
that's kind of how
yeah.
they end up.
Yeah. It's like you can't
They
compete.
bend the rules.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
It's one of those things. If everyone's doing it, you're literally at a disadvantage. So
yeah.
like, you just have to. It's like,
It's ridiculous. I think one of the things I heard about, like, where do you draw the line? I'll tell you, this is kind of ridiculous. I think the NFL, there's a certain amount of creatine you're allowed to ingest, and if you take too
oh,
much,
yeah, I don't
it's
know.
classified as
It's a
a
PED.
performance enhancing drug. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, like, I think there was one player that ended up last year getting suspended for like 3 weeks because they were using creatine or something.
That'd be wild. That's the
Yeah,
case. I mean,
because if you notice, when they ever report it in sports, they never say what it was, what the substance was.
oh yeah, then
They
yeah, it's never
only
public.
say, yeah,
It's
they'll
kind of
get banned
crazy
for like
too.
smoking pot. It's like, dude, that's not performance enhancing, unless you're doing like darts or bowling,
It's
like or,
that's
or
performance
like
de-enhancing,
pool.
dog.
Yeah,
You're
like,
doing,
you you're gonna run a 440.
Yeah.
high as a kite and catch a football before you get
Yeah,
murdered
bro.
by somebody that's running just as fast and weighs 250 pounds.
You're gonna
Come
play
on,
on
bro.
time. You're gonna be getting out of your breaks on time, buddy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Or if you're a soccer player, yeah, I got a good idea. Let's smoke before we run 5 miles. Like what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, that's
It's one of those things where it's like what's cheating, what's not, and
yeah.
um, it's I like how it's blocking blatant cheating attempts. That's really really good. I look forward to the future where we have the AI anti cheat, where it's like you're so unbelievably accurate every single time. It's like you mean to tell me that you're locking on like right in the center of their forehead, like 95% of the time or more.
Yeah.
Come on, even some of the best, like, first-person shooter mouse and keyboard warriors don't hit it every single time.
They don't.
Like, they'll be a slightly off here and there, but I'm talking about, like, literally coordinates, like 0.001 by 0.001
Yeah.
accuracy.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, it's like, I mean, the thing is, like, everyone has bad games, right? So, like,
oh, yeah.
if you're all of a sudden you're like you're like say you're playing competitive, right? And you're like at a lower rank and you win a lot of games. Like, okay, maybe you're just really good, so they bump you up to another tier.
Yeah.
And you start winning a lot of games. Like, all right, let's bump him up again. Now he's in like, it's in the top 10,000. And so and then all
Yeah.
of a sudden it's like he's doing strangely well on all those lobbies. It's like, okay, maybe this is like,
Yeah,
and
like,
then at one point it's like, oh,
what's
okay,
going on?
yeah. So it doesn't make
And
sense.
they gotta compare it with, like, the hours too.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that's how you can kind of figure out whether or not somebody's a Smurf, and you can
Yeah.
kind of put them in that new category of like, okay, this could be a potential Smurf, or you could just be like, okay, they're just unemployed and they have a nice gaming chair. You know, it could be one of those too. Like some people are just demons. I'm not saying that those people don't exist,
Yeah.
but when you get to that level of like insanity of accuracy or tracking ability, it's like, dude, you're tracking better than anybody I've ever seen in major tournaments in Valorant, in CS:GO. I've like some of the tracing I've seen, I'm like, dude, this is better than like Quake pros with how accurate they are. That's insane. It's like I don't know who you are. That's the thing.
Uh,
You know? It's just like there comes to a level where you're like, if you're that good and you're that much better than everybody else, how come I don't know your name?
yeah, exactly, dude. It's the
Yeah, like
point.
Shroud's a good example. Shroud's like reputation as being an FPS god, right?
Yeah.
And he's crazy accurate. Even he makes mistakes, and he's also not the best person to ever play Counter Strike.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
he's
if you go
not.
watch Simple Play, and you're just like, holy shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just different,
Yeah.
man.
Dude, it's so funny. I've been seeing like clips of like I get a bunch of like CS stuff on like my shorts and stuff now since I've been watching like so
Oh
many
yeah,
videos. And it's like I always see like I think Cologne was recent. That was like a recent
yeah.
tournament, like a couple months ago. But yeah, I just
I should have put
there,
that jersey on.
dude, there's that kid named Donk or whatever, I think is his name.
Oh,
Like, he's
dude.
insane, bro. I'm watching this kid, I'm like, oh my god, dude, this guy's insane. He's just like
I
getting
love
crazy
Muncie
aces
too.
with a deagle. And this is like, okay,
Oh yeah,
this guy's nuts.
they're just demons. I'm
Yeah,
not saying they
straight up.
don't exist, but I'm like he's missing as well.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You know,
He's not he's not
It's
hitting
like,
every time.
yeah, he's not hitting everything else or like every single thing.
Yeah. Just wild,
It's just nuts, man. It's one of those things where it's like even if you watch professional sports like basketball, like Steph Curry misses all the time.
Yeah.
But when he hits, it's like it's crazy accurate
dude, like
too.
even the high 3-point shooters, I mean the percentage isn't like astronomically high that they hit, right?
It's like
It's
40%
exactly.
on
It's
the
still
career,
like
like
40, 45. Like it's not
and that's considered insane.
yeah, and that's
It's
like really
like
good. So like
yeah.
yeah, I mean it's just why I mean, you look at any professional athlete, especially the elite athletes, it's still like there's some stats that, are just not like knock your socks off high. It's because like they're human at the end of the day, right? And these cheats and stuff like this in games, like it ain't human, dog. Like so
Yeah. Well, the thing that's been driving me crazy, and I saw this like whole thing about this like VTuber. Have you seen the video where they're basically like tracking and they're not missing, there's no recoil, and they're just frying everybody on Battlefield?
yeah. Oh
And
yeah. I have seen some of this.
and I saw it and I was just like, yeah, it's obvious.
Well,
Like
yeah,
I've been playing games for like literally 25 years of my life.
yeah.
More. You're cheating.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're cheating. It's okay. I
And then-
get it, but don't come here and try to gaslight me.
Oh,
like
man.
like I don't know what I'm talking about. And then the deflections that I've seen, I haven't responded to it, but the deflections I've seen people say is like, oh, you're just hating on them because they're trans, and I'm like, dude, I don't care. Like this has nothing to do with that. I don't like you because I think you're cheating.
Cheating don't
That's
discriminate, you
just
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no. Oh no, I'm a generational hater when it comes to cheaters,
It's just
and I'll
it's
call them out, and I'll admit when I'm wrong. I'm rarely wrong when I call somebody out. That's
dude,
all I'm
yeah.
saying.
It's funny you mentioned that. I saw there was like one tweet where like there was a VTuber streamer that was playing Battlefield and ended up using a hand cam. And it was like, because that was their way to try and prove they weren't
Oh
cheating.
yeah.
And like everyone in the comments was like, does anyone remember when like Symphony got accused of cheating in Fortnite and he used the hand cam?
Yeah.
And then like people were like dogging him for it, and like people were trying to accuse it was fake and stuff like that. It's like they were like, yeah, this is pretty much this in Battlefield now. It's like you see all these people using hand cams. It's like, all right, is it really their hands? Like, what are we doing here?
Well, hold on. I guess the question is, does Battlefield 6 have crazy aim assist with the mouse?
It's a good question.
Because if it does, then I could see how some of that might work.
Yeah.
I can definitely see it. Because I've been in like demon mode in Call of Duty, and I'm just clicking heads, and I'm just surprised by myself that it hits. You ever do that? You
Oh, yeah.
probably experienced that the last week in Counter Strike.
Dude, yeah,
You're just like, oh god, it hit.
yeah, dude. I have my moments, especially with like, dude, if you catch me with a deagle, man, I'll just like all of a sudden I'll like
Turn
kind of
to
like
God.
jiggle peek, and then just like actually I'll like fire once when I jiggle peek and like, oh, I got him. Like, it's just so funny, man. It's like the best feeling though when those hit. It's just like, all right,
100%. Yeah, you can turn into a total demon like that. I totally get that that exists, but it's so rare to be able to snap so precisely without like overcorrecting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fact that you can like do basically over a 90-degree angle snap onto somebody's head and kill him instantly, and then do tracking immediately afterwards and go back to forth, like super accurate. It's like, dude, how good are you at playing aim labs? Like, what is going on here?
Exactly. If you have thousands of hours on aim labs and you have thousands of hours in the game and you're so used to your sense and you pop Adderall, it's like, all right, at a certain point, maybe. Like, but even then, it's like, but even then, it's just like, yeah, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I got questions. That's the thing. It's like, if you're that accurate on a brand new game like this, what are you playing in the meantime? Because if I look at your VOD and you're only playing Fortnite, are you for real? Are you real right now?
I'm being real right now.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things, and I feel like the likelihood that somebody just capitalized on a moment of having 600,000 people in queue just to play one game in a freaking early open beta, and you're one of the few people that made it in, and you're streaming. Why would you not do? Like, the incentive to cheat is astronomical.
Oh yeah, it's enticing. I will admit. I mean, I would never do it.
You can go either way.
Enticing.
All right, let's quit yapping. Let's let you go ahead and jump in.
Let's continue yapping about Battlefield 6.
Yeah, basically. I mean, this also involves Call of Duty, though.
Yeah,
just shooters in general.
That's a secure boot phenomenon, all right? Jay Peters, The Verge, you know, he wrote Call of Duty and Battlefield 6 will both require secure boot on Windows. The games will require the security features to help protect against cheaters. Touched on this a little bit last article, but let's see what we got. Oh god. Yeah. To better protect against cheaters, Activision says that Call of Duty Black Ops 7 players on PC will need to use hardware with Trusted Platform Module TPM 2.0 and have Windows Secure Boot feature turned on when the game is available later this year. Okay, I pause there for a second. So we're talking about we use hardware with TPM. Okay.
Trusted.
I never heard of that. Module. All right. Got new tech.
You're the IT guy.
I've never heard of that in my life. IT is loose, all right? I'm not like fixing computers. I'm not a
I'll tell you what, I've seen TPM within my BIOS. I've seen TPM within like I used to take down a bunch of computers from like basically schools, repurpose them, like refurbish and repurpose them, and I've seen TPM, but I don't know any idea what that means.
Let's see if the article clarifies at some point. Ahead of that, Activision is doing a phased rollout of the features alongside the launch of Call of Duty Black Ops 6's 5th season on Thursday. At least for this season, it won't be enforcing against or requiring the use of either setting. EA has also said that Battlefield 6 PC players will need to have Secure Boot and TPM 2.0 enabled to play the upcoming open beta. While Anti-cheat systems and other security measures can go a long way towards blocking cheaters in games. The tools have come under scrutiny for potentially slowing down gamer systems or for requiring users to turn on features they don't want to use. As Activision even admits in today's blog post that sometimes they still aren't enough to fully block cheaters, which we had talked about. Let's see what we got here.
Mm-hmm.
Activision argues that these hardware level protections are a key part of our anti-cheat efforts, and we're asking all players to get compliant now. The update will let us test our implementation of both features, and it gives you time to enable these settings. Regarding performance, TPM 2.0 and Secure Boot will not impact in-game quality, Activision says. These features perform checks during system and game startup, but remain inactive while you play. Activision is also encouraging users to turn on two-factor authentication. While two-factor authentication is required to play the game right now, it may become a requirement for all users in the future. Honestly, I'm a firm believer in two-factor auth. All right, maybe it's not like completely 100% you're never going to get hacked, but it will save you from very minor and often childlike attempts at people trying to get into your account. So I don't know, I believe in two-factor auth, so it's just my thing.
All right. Let me give the context of. I asked AI real quick of trusted platform module, and there's some comments here that make a lot of sense. So a trusted platform module is a special security chip on your computer's motherboard or processor. It's like a security vault that provides hardware level protection for sensitive information and helps ensure your computer hasn't been tampered with. So there are key concepts of the TPM 2.0 in simple words. There's hardware-based security. There is integrity checks. There's secure storage for keys and devices. I've actually set this up for my. I use cryptic passwords for my flash drives that have uh, basically like NDA style information for my work that you can't access. So it's like that's probably why I know what a TPM is, or I've seen it before. I come across it. But there are some people with some interesting takes in the comment section, if you don't mind me reading it. Some people are saying it's like anti-consumerism, all this kind of stuff. This person had an interesting take. They said a requirement for TPM and Secure Boot sounds a lot like Xbox on Windows, or bringing Windows and Xbox a lot closer to X Windows being one singular thing. And they wonder if it's actually about cheating or if there's more to this. And then some people are like, it's probably a little bit of both, only because Valorant is already on the table. So it's one of these things like, this is a great comment. I'm tired of seeing people on TikTok flexing with their cheats. I know they'll always be able to find a way to cheat, and I hope these new features will block them a little more. I think the way to get away from this whole situation, I'll go back to, is just the AI anti-cheat.
It's our only hope right now.
I mean, dude, if you're getting to the point where I gotta give a developer and a publisher access to my computer, what are we doing, man? At that point, like, if it gets too invasive, I know people are gonna just keep getting used to it, right? But if it gets way too invasive, and you're having to shut off portions of your computer in order to play, it's like I guess I don't need to play this game.
Yeah,
You know?
true. At one point, is it too much?
Yeah. I get where the developers are coming from though. If you have too many cheaters swamp a game, it kills the game, and they spend hundreds of millions of dollars on these video games now. And if you end up killing the game, it's like that's not worth it to them.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's
it's
just
true.
tough. And
It's
also
true.
the players, man, I don't want to deal with cheaters. I
I
think
mean,
you're the
yeah, no
scum
one
of the
does.
earth if you cheat.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, listen,
Hmm.
you ain't real, all right?
No, you fake.
That MFR isn't real.
Get that ish out of here, man.
It's crazy.
Trash.
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, dude, I mean, relating to this, I actually saw a TikTok of an IT guy. He got a PC that came in. He runs his own small business. There's a PC that came in that he said he was trying to play the Battlefield 6 open beta. And he enabled Secure Boot and everything. And all of a sudden, his computer could no longer boot. And so he took it into Best Buy. I believe that's where he got a lot of the parts or got the PC itself. The Geek Squad looked at it. Geek Squad came up short. They said, look, this is either an issue with the motherboard or the CPU. We can't fix it. So he takes it to the small IT shop guy. The guy's fixed hundreds of computers. He's like, yeah, so this came in today. Got this, took it to Best Buy. Best Buy said they couldn't do anything. So we're going to try and fix it. did a couple like troubleshooting things, and he looked at he used some of the BIOS lights on the motherboard to kind of determine like what was actually going on. Apparently, the computer was like attempting to boot or like trying to get in, so he knew like, okay, there's some sign of life. It's not just like completely dead.
Yeah.
And so did a couple things. He kind of reset CMOS and did a bunch of stuff. Took out the battery and everything, and he couldn't get it to fully boot. He's like something's going on. It's a kind of last resort. He was like, loaded up latest BIOS with motherboard and everything on flash drive, and was trying to boot it. And he had some issues, but he eventually like was able to actually like flash it and trying to get a new BIOS on there. I think the whole thing turned out to just be a BIOS issue. Like I think the BIOS literally just got corrupted or something happened where it literally just could not boot. And so after he refreshed it and kind of used and flashed it and everything and reset it, he was able to get back into the BIOS and eventually back into the computer. But like it was so funny, he kept reiterating like Best Buy just kind of like didn't try really. They're just like, or they just, or it wasn't worth it to them. But it's just like wow, he's like,
yeah.
he got the computer and he's like, I just couldn't. He's like, when he told me it was Secure Boot that was the issue, he's like, I just didn't want to believe it. I was like, there's no way that Secure Boot did this. But I think when he went on and like eventually got in, like he saw like Secure Boot was enabled, or he had kind of confirmed it in a way, and so he's kind of just like, I think it's possible that Secure Boot could have been the issue as to why this just randomly did it.
Crazy.
Yeah,
that should never happen.
It's wild. I mean, just like seemingly it was working fine, and then all of a sudden he downloaded this update and Secure Boot just like destroyed everything. It's wild. So I don't know.
But this can be so weird too.
Yeah, I mean, it's word of warning. It's the likelihood of this happening to anybody is probably pretty low, and this guy just got unlucky, I think. But it's like just I guess it's out there that Secure Boot could cause issues for some machines, so it's probably not worth completely writing out if all of a sudden you update your Windows. It's just like, nah, I'm good. I'm out. I can deal with it. It's wild, man. Yeah. But yeah, I guess, word of warning, I guess, but also just like, Secure Boot, I think for most people it probably works. There's certainly a lot of people playing the beta, so if there's any indication that I think for the most part you're good. But,
yeah.
There's always outliers. And fortunately, that guy was one of them.
That's the problem. The fact that it's like that's even a possibility makes you scared. I gotta believe. There was a couple of comments here talking about like if you have legacy hardware that can't work with the TPM or doesn't work when you're Secure Boot, then what do? You're just kind of SOL.
You literally have to upgrade. It's your only option.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and that's kind of where we're headed, I guess.
Yeah, it just sucks, man. Like I think it's and probably if you have to upgrade, I mean, there's an argument to be made about like maybe you're due for an upgrade if you can't run even TPM on your PC. But yeah, I mean, but also, I mean, I don't know. It's a whole thing. I mean, like to say it's completely anti-consumer. I mean, there's certainly an argument for that. I won't say it's like completely and utterly anti-consumer. I mean, I think the kernel level stuff and all that, trying to prevent cheats, probably not the best method. That's why I'm hopeful like AI would, I want to be bullish on AI could really help with that and trying to detect kind of what you can't necessarily see on a hardware level. And I think that's probably the best route to try and take to actually catch cheaters in that way. But
yeah. I could see it going that way, but I think some people are just kind of jumping to the conclusion that that's what's going to happen before it even happens. Like they're getting upset before anything's been done yet. It's like that's not how things work. Chill out.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. I don't know. I guess this is just the times we're in, dude. Got a new COD. You want to play new Call of Duty? Good luck, buddy. Enable Secure Boot.
Dark times. Hey, single players are still fun. Just saying.
Yeah.
Single players are still fun. You don't want to do that. You always got options. Or you can just pick. I mean, these games are going to be on console too.
Yeah.
No Secure Boot needed, man.
Yeah, exactly. Console options always there. So.
Always.
Yeah, man. Or you just play Counter-Strike, Valorant, something, dude. Play a new shooter. try and learn a new keyboard and mouse skill if you're a console guy. So.
That's right.
Speaking of consoles.
Yes. So I'm pretty excited to talk about this one. So the last article that we got is from Tom Warren over at The Verge. We basically hit both of the main guys, so Jay Peters and then Tom Warren. So Tom wrote an article about 8bitdo's first wireless Xbox controller, and it is a surprise rare collaboration. Scroll down a little bit for the fam. They can actually see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks pretty sick.
Oh my god.
Rare, the company Rare, has teamed up with 8bitdo, not Microsoft, for a special edition Xbox controller. I wonder how that works.
Is
That's kind
that
of weird,
Sea of
right?
Thieves? See the design on
Interesting. I mean, Microsoft owns Rare now, so I guess
it? They sure
they
do.
kind of did partner with Microsoft. All right, let's go. So 8bitdo has created its first wireless Xbox controller in partnership with Rare, a game studio acquired by Microsoft. The officially licensed controller features a gold and blue design with plenty of Easter eggs to celebrate Rare's 40th anniversary. The $90, well, 89.99 USD, 8bitdo Ultimate 3 mode controller for Xbox Rare 40th edition. Jeez. Yes, that's the product name. Sorry, can connect to an Xbox console with a 2.4 gigahertz wireless connection or USB-C cable. The wireless connection works through a small USB dongle and not Microsoft's native Xbox wireless protocol.
Dang it.
Okay. Okay. You can also use Bluetooth to connect the controller to the mobile devices. Okay, this is a good sign. I wonder if it actually works with the Switch now because the Switch also connects with 2.4 gigahertz. This thing looks sick.
Yo, I like
Dude,
the
these
joysticks.
joysticks look wild.
Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves
Yeah,
cool.
so cool. And a puzzle, rare puzzle. Yeah, yeah.
It's
Zoom
cool.
in for the fan. All
Oh
right.
man.
This rare special edition console is essentially a wireless version of 8bitdo's existing Ultimate 3 mode controller. 8bitdo is using the same Hall effect joysticks and Xbox style impulse triggers, but there are also two swappable silicon joystick caps included. One is a skull from Sea of Thieves, and the other is a jigsaw puzzle piece that rare fans will immediately recognize from Banjo Kazooie. Banjo. I said Benjoy. Banjo Kazooie. The tactile D pad is made with a zinc alloy and matches the controller's gold aesthetic. You'll also be able to program three profiles on this controller, which includes configuring the two back buttons at the rear. All of the customization can be done using 8bitdo's Ultimate software that lets you remap buttons, adjust the ranges and motor intensity of triggers, set vibration levels, and customize each stick for precise control. I've used that software. It's fairly decent. It's honestly better than most softwares um, that I've seen before. I actually think I might like the Ultimate software a little bit better than the PlayStation Accessories app. It's pretty clean, and the controller's like I wish I had one right next to me. But it's much smaller than the Xbox, it's much smaller than the PlayStation controller, and it fits very like, nice. So, if you have, like, smaller hands, this might be a controller you should really consider testing out.
Hmm.
Alright, where did I leave? Okay. As this controller is wireless, it has a 1000 milliamp battery inside, which 8bitdo suggests will deliver 20 hours of playtime. The rechargeable battery takes about 4 hours to fully charge, and there's even an integral charging dock, including the box, that automatically reconnects the controller once you remove it from the dock. The dock is super slick, by the way.
Yeah,
It's surprising to see Rare, an Xbox game studio, turn to 8bitdo to create a 40th anniversary controller instead of Microsoft just creating its own. The collaboration comes at Microsoft's own custom Xbox Design Lab controller that had been on hold for months now. You can still design custom controllers, but Microsoft hasn't been accepting purchases since last December, with no sign of when Xbox Design Lab will return. Honestly, I think
wow.
Xbox Design Lab just
Wow.
returned though. That might so this article is a little bit delayed or a little bit old, isn't it?
Was that last week? Might have been last week.
Xbox
Yeah, it was
Design.
last week.
I saw something that was like, "We're back." Let me just sell away my life and
Mm,
re-accept. Let's see,
Xbox Design Lab. It's crazy
dude.
to that
Xbox Design
backlog.
Lab,
They just
it
so
looks
many requests.
so
I mean,
sick.
it looks great. Controls are great. Like so many requests are just like, all right, yeah. Sorry, we can't
Yeah,
fulfill,
you
even
got.
though we're Microsoft and have tons of money and we're still laying off people.
Yeah, that's true. But they're not really a hardware company, are they? Software
Stop
only.
making the Xbox then.
Microsoft.
Not really a hardware
Yeah,
company, and yet we're releasing a handheld that's pretty much a PC.
yeah, it's kind of true. All right. Well, anyways, the controller is available today. It's priced at $90. How do you feel about it? Do you think it looks cool?
It looks really cool. See, I like anything that's wireless charging, and by wireless I mean like connects to a dock with pins and does that. I think it's pretty sick. It's a neat way to do wireless stuff because you never forget to charge it, right? Set it in the dock when you're done, and it's always good. So, like, yeah, the battery's going to degrade faster, sure. But you know what?
Oh, yeah.
And this thing probably didn't have a replaceable battery, so.
No,
I mean,
it doesn't. Honestly, should I go get the one that I have? It's basically the same thing as that. Should I show the
yeah,
people?
dude, you can do it.
I'm
Show the
sorry,
audience.
5 minutes. Oh,
Listen.
wait. Give me a sec.
I mean, control itself, people that are on audio, control itself, as described in the article. It's a nice blue shell with a lot of different designs on it from rares past. See some Sea of Thieves, see some Banjo-Kazooie. It's all there, and the yellow buttons look pretty slick. I'm personally, yellow's my favorite color, so you got some yellow accents on there. I'm all for it. The gold D-pad does look really nice. Zooming in for the video right now. Nice little alloy. The nice Xbox logo, very small. The controller looks small.
We back.
So
Try to be quick so you weren't waiting too long.
I was explaining the controller for the audio listeners.
Yeah. Check this out. So,
Oh,
we basically got, that's what it looks like. Super dusty, as you can tell. I haven't picked it up in a while. But the dock is super slick. Like, it's the same thing that they have.
yeah.
You plug it back here on the back, and then when you take it out, you're good to go. Super dusty. Apologies. Cool thing is, underneath the pad, when you take this off,
The dongle?
that's where the dongle is. And the
pretty sick.
dongle essentially looks like a Lego piece.
The dongy.
Maybe not a Lego piece. This probably looks like it's from 2.4 gigahertz dongle, and it's from, what do you call it? Looks like it's from Mario. It took me a while to figure it out, which is always sick.
Yeah.
We got 2 back buttons, like they're showing.
Oh,
And
nice.
honestly, I mean, that's really it. Just super smooth. It's super nice. And it's like, for comparison, let me show the people. It's story time. We got, that's the Edge controller.
DualSense Edge.
See how much?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not
it's
nearly
small.
as big. Yeah. Well, that doesn't really work, does it? Boom. You still see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I kind of want that controller, especially because it works with the Xbox, but maybe I just need the dongle.
Just the dongle.
Because the freaking dongle won't work with my console for whatever reason.
Oh, man. Man got a bad dongle.
Yeah. Everything else works, no problem.
Dude, yeah, it looks like it fits on the stand pretty well, though. Looks like
That's what I'm saying.
yours, like it's like
Yeah.
pretty snug on there. No movement.
Yeah, see?
It's very nice. Ain't ever missing the connection. See, the only I used to have an Astro headset, the Astro 850s. They had a similar charging system, but the stand was not very secure with the charging. So sometimes you set it on, it just wouldn't charge. So you'd have to like shimmy it, and it was good.
Yeah.
See,
You know,
looks
those
like you never miss on that thing.
if you don't have the right charger for your phone, like I have one of those like stands you just kind of prop up and it does the wireless charging.
Yeah.
My phone in my particular case, my particular case is a little bit thick, and it will not charge for whatever reason. I think it just randomly will just come loose and fall down. And I've tried to do everything I could to fix it. It just doesn't work, unfortunately.
Oh man, so unfortunate. Yeah. So unfortunate.
But yeah, I kind of just want to show that because 8bitdo, I feel like they do a lot of really cool collabs, and it's been a while. Like they've had a wireless or a wired controller for the Xbox for a very long time, and just to see that they finally did wireless, and not only that, but they did with Rare, as like an old head that seems super cool. I love the style of it.
Yeah, it looks really
Always
nice.
down to talk about new controllers.
Yeah, dude. I like the yellow accents. I think it's also yellow's favorite color. Yellow.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the blue just looks, I don't know, it looks nice. It's vibrant. I'm a sucker for it.
Sick. Heck yeah.
It's nice.
All right, cool, man. I think that's it for our articles, isn't it?
Oh yeah, dude. That's it.
Heck yeah.
That's it.
And we're under an hour. Let's go, baby. Clap. Ah, cool, man. All right, so we'll let the people go now. We totally appreciate you guys for tuning in. Kyle, do you have anything else to add, or should we just let it? We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, that's what we wrap, dude. Apologies we didn't have enough last week, all right? But we're here this week.
That's right.
I'll be here next week. Yeah, I'll be here the week after that. Bro, guess what? I completely forgot. I am pretty sure. Is it next Tuesday? The Tuesday that follows. But Gamescom is very close.
Oh yeah,
I want to say
Gamescom's
opening
like,
night live. I think it's next week. Opening night live. So I'll have to confirm the
we'll
date.
have something to yap about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just Google right now. Gamescom 2025 dates. Let's see what we got. Wednesday, August 20th to Sunday,
next
August
week.
24th. So yeah, so
Yeah.
Tuesday is opening night live, which is the 19th. Oh, we got Gamescom, Mike. We got stuff to talk about next week. Let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely talk about a lot. Should we do recording on Thursday then? Get 2 full days.
Might not be a bad idea. How to see how the schedule looking. Might be a
Yeah,
bad
we
idea.
gotta look at the schedule, make sure it's feasible and what makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be really sick. Yeah, that'd be really nice. But anyways, let's let the people go before like we just hit the hour mark. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Everything you guys want to find, if you want to link to the sites, the articles, to everything, it's in the description. We have basically timestamps. We have tiny URL links so you can go check out the articles yourself. Give your comments on there as well. In the meantime, we just totally appreciate you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next week when we talk about Gamescom. So, without further ado, I'm Michael Yancey. That's Kyle Heath. We appreciate you for tuning in and have a wonderful week. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Keep gaming.